Hello, sweet souls. This is your part 2. I'm recording this for the 18th, which is one day into the retrograde, but it will apply whenever you find it, okay? So it's timeless. That's why I'm not putting the dates on there anymore. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. So I was thinking, in celebration, once we reach 50,000, of coming on for an hour and doing free questions, one question per person, and doing as many as I can do. I'll do like a live free reading. And if you guys have been following me a while, you know I rarely ever do lives. But I wanted to give back, so in celebration of our 50,000 for our channel. So I'm thinking about doing that. I will announce it and let you guys know. It will be on YouTube. So you can give me some feedback. I don't know if weekends are better than weekdays or what, but I'll do my best to try to accommodate. So give me some ideas of what time frame works best for that hour of free questions. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to start with the Gemstones Whispers deck. You know, we're in retrograde, and that's when the karmic energies come back. So expect it's going to come out in the readings, guys. What do we need to know, Holy Spirit? What I said in part one, somebody wants to come back and under the guise of, I love you. You're the only one I trust. I need help with the karmic dynamic I'm in. I need guidance, advice. And it's all an illusion and an attempt to get back in. And I said, you're too aligned. You're too aligned to fall for it. And so we got wisdom and illusion. You already have the truth and clarity. So you have the wisdom to see through any illusions that are presented to you. Yeah, you're going to be victorious. You're not going to be duped. You're not going to be sucked into anyone's drama. You don't owe this person anything. I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying that. Yeah. With expand connection, it says the quality of your communication is the quality of your life. I feel like this person coming in is going to block your connections. Not only your connection with the spiritual realm, because they're dark energy, but being able to connect with people that are meant to be aligned with you. They will create a blockage for you if you were to allow them back in. Yeah, this person operates from fear. And I got that in part one, the King of Wands. This person becomes fear, operates from fear, and you are fearless. So you're not aligned. This person took you through so much hell, turmoil, trauma, without accountability. But instead of being a perpetual victim, you use that to become fearless, to become enlightened, and to heal and evolve. You became a powerhouse from this experience. Yeah, clemency. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. By you forgiving with love and compassion within your heart, not battling this person, it has annoyed this person beyond measure. Like, it has completely driven this person crazy that you won't be reactive. This is someone that they count on reactive abuse working, triggering you, poking you, and then getting you to act out of character, lower your vibration so that they can say, see, collective's crazy. You still operate in the energy of kindness, and this person's haunted by the memories of you and your kind energy. Yep. So let's see. And I want to tell you, my husband, my son wanted me to share this on the channel. So I didn't think it was anything. His mind was blown. For me, it happens every day, so it's not mind blowing for me. But his house has been on the market for like 2 months, and he has had a really dry spell of any viewings. And I was talking to him the other night, and I said, well, let me tap into the energy and see. And I told him, tomorrow you're going to get an offer, which was so out in left field for him because he hadn't had anyone look at the house for probably 2 weeks, and it's been on the market for 2 months. So then he didn't tell me because he didn't know. When I was talking to him, he had already gotten an email that there was a viewing for that next day when I told him you're going to get an offer. And so the next day he called me and he's like, yes, I have a viewing today that's coming up. And so I said, well, let me look again. Sure enough, I said, you're going to get an offer. In fact, the first offer is going to be a lower offer, but you're going to counter and it's going to come up to this amount. We were able to pinpoint the exact amount. Sure enough, they had the view. They made an offer and it was the exact amount we were able to pinpoint, and his mind was blown. But for me, that is normal. I mean, I trust my guides and the information they give me, and it's accurate. Now, we have human error. We don't always translate efficiently, but that leads me to another story. And I know this client's not going to care if I bring this up because nobody knows her name and no one's going to know the situation. But I was reading for another client I had read for a couple weeks prior. And in that reading a couple weeks prior, I had told her that she was saying there's a certain line of work that she wanted to go in. I said, that's not a line for you according to the information I'm receiving. It's not a line for you. And then I heard a name. And I do get names. I get visions. It's way more than tarot. I mean, tarot is not, I don't read tarot. Those are like pages in the book, openings for me to get more information. But I got a name and I said, it sounds like Sabine or Sabina. She's going to know when she hears this that I'm talking about her, but I'm not going to say her name, honey. And so I was like, this is a weird name. This is what I'm talking about, human error, because I do get names. I get visions. I hear, I get feelings. And so I had a reading with her again a couple days ago, and she said, I want to let you know that line of work that I was supposed to get into, I found out that the trainer, her name is Sabrina. So Sabine, I was off by one letter. So that was human error as far as I didn't get it. I didn't hear it correctly, but it was close enough that she knew that that's what they were referencing. So sorry guys, I kind of went off on a tangent there. I just wanted to share just those things. And honey, I hope you didn't mind. I use you as an example. Nobody knows you, but I just wanted to share that because it just happened. All right, let's look at wisdom. Wisdom. Yeah, so I was hearing part of the wisdom is you fighting your way back up to the top. The person you were dealing with did everything to put you in the Empress reverse. This was defaming you. This was demeaning you to your face, making you question your sanity, question your gifts, turn people against you. You were in so much mental anguish because of this person, but you know what? This pushed you to fight your way to the top. Now you're in the star energy, embracing your light. You did nothing but gain wisdom. You became more powerful. Through the chaos and conflict this person tried to project, they regret it now because they created a beast. Not a bad beast, but a beast of light. That's what they created. Let's look at the illusion. Yeah, this person from your past wants to come in and create uncertainty, imbalance in you. But they don't recognize not only are you divinely protected, but you are going to stand firm in your boundaries. You're not interested in anything this person has to say or offer. There is no love left here. You may love this person as another soul that God created, but you don't romantically love this person. How could you love someone that would do these things to you? Yeah, you're going to have victory because you've embraced your connection with God. You've embraced your spiritual gifts. You're a high priestess. It says, I came, I saw, and I conquered. This person, the one thing they used to ridicule you about, which was your spiritual gifts, that's the one thing that saved you. Yep, it saved you. Victory. And now this person, because you're having victory, they're bound to a third party. They want to rush in with this Knight of Swords energy to create an illusion because their finances are dwindling. Their finances are being blocked. Yeah, they want to move away, walk away from a karmic dynamic. Okay, so the expanded connection on the fence, this person will block your opportunities, block your connections in the earthly and spiritual realm. Expanded connection on the fence. Yeah, see, this is what doesn't make sense to me. They're already under judgment. They're trapped, stressed out, and here they are, still plotting and planning on how to manipulate. Because of what you're creating. It's like the greed in this person, it takes over all rationality. They're so blinded by greed, and they operate in fear. Let's look at the fear. You became fearless. This person is still in the energy of fear. Yeah, this person, they know it's over. They could also be facing the ending with this karmic third party. They're heartbroken and they're drowning in emotion and they're fearful. Why are they fearful? Why are they fearful? They're operating in their ego and they've been watching you. I feel like they're fearful because they're afraid of exposure. It's part of it. Yeah, see, they're fearful because you're the one receiving now and their finances are blocked. They're in fear because it's hurting their ego. That the choice they made has led them to bankruptcy or bank failure, and you are receiving blessings. This person's ego can't handle it. Clemency, this is you. Forgiving your enemies, and it's making them crazy. Clemency. Yeah. See, you forgave this karmic partner. You healed and you moved on. You just moved on. You didn't fight for that person because you recognized after your awakening there was nothing worth fighting for. This person wasn't deserving of your loving energy. Let's look at kindness. Oh. Yeah. See, you're this kind, loving energy. And this person tried to convince everyone in the world that you weren't who you say you are, that you're not truly kind. The battle that they waged against you is being returned to this karmic soulmate of yours. It's going right back to them. So whatever they were doing, whatever they were saying, is going to happen to them 100%. They're going to lose all their financial resources because this is part of karma. And you, because of your loving, kind energy, are going to be elevated. 9 of Pentacles. Your creative projects are going to pay off. This is abundant energy. And with the Hermit, they're not going to have access to you. Or your victory and success. Or your happy home, happy life. They're going to have to sit in the 4 of Cups remembering the choices and decisions they made. And where it led in their life, which is loss. Let's look at the memories. Memories. Yeah. This person's having memories of you, still plotting and planning how they can get back in because they're going through karma, and part of their karma is financial ruin, like I said. They're losing it all. And if they haven't yet, they will soon. All right. Let's see. What time is it? Let's do some from this. Rider Waite. You know, you had to fight your way back from beneath rock bottom. I mean, you were already rock bottom when this person deceived and betrayed you. But then when they went on a hate campaign to try to defame you, mess with your mind, cause you mental instability, you gained a lot of wisdom and you fought your way out of that and into the light, which is the star energy. Wisdom. Yeah, you embraced your light, and you did this through self-love, self-care, and big boundaries. Look, this past person's forced to see you in the Empress and the Upright. What they did was reversed. Wow. All right. you're going to see through this illusion. This person wants to come in, this past person, to create instability, confusion in your mind, but you're too protected and your boundaries are too strong. Illusion. Yeah, you're an empress. There's no comparison. There's no alignment here with this person. You operate in divine love. This person operates in deception. Yeah, see, they want to rush in and create an imbalance for you. You may already be in another connection, or you're actively manifesting this. Either way, you're happy on your own. You have a happy life. You have emotional fulfillment. They want to disrupt this. What? Through illusions. Because they know the cycle's closed. This person is angry that they screwed themselves up. They've screwed their life up. They screwed themselves out of a union with you. You're having victory because you've embraced your spiritual gifts. You know, you rely on your intuition. You're celebrating your life, and this person's stuck with a third party, wanting to rush in because their finances are drying up and they see that you're having victory. Victory. And you're like, I don't need your apology. No, thank you. I already know the truth. You're not really accountable. You're not really sorry, and I don't need it. So if this person wants to give you a fake apology, I don't see you responding or even engaging at all with this person. And they're saying, you know, connecting, allowing this person back in will block your connections with others and with the spiritual realm because they're too dark. You know, they're under judgment, they're trapped, they're stressed out, and they're still trying to manipulate because they're losing financially and they see that you're gaining. Or that's how they perceive the situation that you're in. Expanded connection on the fence. They want to cheat, lie, and steal. The same message keeps coming out. Devil, 7 of Swords. But you're too protected. It's not going to work. This person's doing more harm to their life by still trying to enact this plan. They operate in fear. This person knows it's over. They could be going through an ending with the third party, to drowning in emotion, watching you. Their ego is hurt because they're losing everything and you're gaining everything. This is why they want to send you a message. Extend the olive branch. Yeah, they're blocked. This person chose to live a gluttonous lifestyle, and now they're experiencing a very painful ending by way of deception and betrayal. So they want to get back in your energy because you look financially stable. You look like what you're creating is doing pretty well. So this false emperor wants to communicate because of the money that you have, the business you have built, or the money that you're generating from your hard work. With clemency, you have forgiven this karmic partner with love and compassion. You've healed, you moved on, and this person, it's driving them crazy because you won't react. Yeah, they're confused. They're really confused. You are in this 10 of Cups. You're happy as a lark, or that's how they perceive it. Happy as a lark, and it's unbothered energy. And they're upset because all of the plots and plans have failed, and they're just carrying burdens. With kindness, you're kind, you're loving. This person was battling you with others, and it's all going back to them. It was a karmic partner that's going to be forced to release all their financial resources because this is karma while you're being blessed with financial resources. Kindness. You're going to have victory and success, being loved and celebrated, being vindicated. Kindness. Yeah, this person tried to block your creative projects, but you're an alchemist. You took that free energy and you transmuted it to blessings in your life. Yeah, you're still receiving, and this person's in regret, and they are financially unstable, emotionally unstable, mentally unstable, and they're in heartbreak. They're in heartbreak. They want to change your mind about something. I just heard they want to change your mind. With the Hangman to the Lovers, they want to convince you that there's some sort of justification in what they did to you. I don't know if they're going to say they were blackmailed. I don't know what they're going to say, but they want to change your mind. No. They want to change your mind about this karmic dynamic, heal the situation, because they're going through karma in this marriage that they're in or long-term commitment. They're going through the Tower. So, definitely use your discernment. We all have free will. We choose We make our choices. There, you know, every opportunity is either a blessing or a lesson. So you decide. Let's do some from what lies beneath. What do we need to know? They know they effed up when they betrayed you. And they want to come in with a fake apology, like I said. Because they haven't changed. They haven't done any healing work. You just sitting back watching the ish go down. So they're under an investigation. Somebody is investigating them. This could be legal issues. They should have used caution and they didn't. They were keeping a promise to someone else and they didn't use caution. But somebody wants to set the record straight. They feel destroyed, shattered, broken up, or broken because their games are over. The games they play to put people in third-party situations, to play with people's hearts, to deceive, it's ending for them. And what did I say? The police. This person has done something illegal. They got caught up doing something illegal, and it looks like the police are involved. Yeah. See, you were their love story. You gave them unconditional love. And now they want to get rid of the bugaboo and return to you. But it's more money motivated than anything. This person doesn't have the capacity to love because love wouldn't do this. Love wouldn't cheat, lie, steal, and try to destroy. You know, they could have been cheating at work. And they got bank failure. It came out. I said bank failure. That's what's happening. Sexual protection, they should have used sexual protection. They could have an illness. Fighting for what you love is the blockage. This person didn't fight for you. They didn't stand up for you. In fact, they joined in to try to destroy you. Whatever they were doing, it's outdated. It's not working anymore. Now they're depressed because the games are up. People know who they are. They're a con artist. Everything's falling apart for this person. With trash. They could be trying to get rid of evidence of something they've done. You have a new beginning. I don't think you care. You don't care about what this person has done. You already know anyway. You already know. Yeah, they won't take advice from anyone because they're too in their ego. They're just insecure and weak. Anything else? Yeah, the blockages, they're bad choices. And the situation is about to explode. This is why they're in their feelings, because they can feel it. They know something is about to explode. You have emotional intelligence. You have a lot of wisdom. This person can't bring their drama to your door because you're too tapped in. This person needs to check themselves, whether this is medical or this is checking themselves for the actions they're taking because it's going to backfire. Yeah, they could be going through a divorce with this copycat that's toxic. Look at that. I heard copycat, and there it is. This third party could be doing this, and so could your past person. They need anger management. You know, this illegal activity could have to do with receiving money for inappropriate sexual things. I'm not sure, but we did get police, and I did feel that. So, all right, this is your second reading. I love you guys. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'm scheduled for next week, and if you're interested in meeting new people, check out Tashasdivineguidance. I hope you guys have an amazing day. You are amazing, and I will see you on the last reading. Bye, guys.